max. Now, originally, I wasn't even going to give this my time or attention because I really don't engage with people who thrive off of negativity, drama, and buffoonery. But I'm not about to let someone with bad character continue running freely, dragging my name without accountability.
That's not gonna happen.
Come on now, listen. Laila Ali is just Muhammad Ali's daughter. And
No, come on, we ain't gonna do that.
no, that is right.
Come on, Leila can rumble though.
And Wolf would have knocked Laila Ali out. You know, she would have knocked Laila oh so pretty ass out.
So
Okay. What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. Laila Ali bombs on Claressa Shields. Something nasty, dropping nothing but receipts. And this the definition of called, you know that term, killing them softly? Killing me softly with their words, singing my life with words. Killing me softly with this song, killing me softly with that song. That's what she did. This called killing them softly. She was so classy at how she just broke her down, did it with so much style and grace. And I'm just gonna keep it real. Ain't she beautiful? Laila is still beautiful. As you can see, Claressa Shields is definitely bothered by that. Oh, knock her oh so beautiful ass out. Like, why do that bother you like that? And here's the thing I'm going to say, man, while doing this. Like I said, man, we know Claressa Shields has some issues. And she clearly broke her down and showed it all in this. Like, I ain't even know Laila be clipping this or whoever behind the clip, they put this together very well. And I'm talking about narrated it perfectly. Like, she did this with so much class. You like, dang. You know what I mean? I'm talking about so much class. And that clip right there just tell a lot. Okay, look at what Claressa Shields said. First, she was saying with her pretty butt. So it's like she was feeling some type of way because of how beautiful Laila is. And she knew that when people think of female boxing, for the most part, you know, we know Claressa Shields, but we know Laila used to be the first one to pop up. And she said, well, she's only Muhammad Ali's daughter, as though she didn't really put in work. Laila Ali boxing record is 24-0. 24 fights, no losses. But here's the real good number. 21 knockouts. So out of her 24 fights, she knocked out 21 of the 24. So it's only 3 persons she didn't knock out, but she knocked out all the 21 others. And she said, well, she's only Muhammad Ali's daughter. No, that makes her great. She retired undefeated without a loss and knocked out over 80-something% of her opponents. That's a damn good record. Way better than yours. Now, Claressa Shields' record is 17-0. And she only knocked out 3 persons. So she don't even have knockout power. She don't even knock people out. But she win the fights. Now, here's the thing. Laila began to address how Claressa Shields backdoored her into let opportunity open the window for her to now turn on her. The reason why this is so important to me is since I've been covering the Remy, Papoose, Claressa, and Easy, this is the same thing I showed y'all what she did to Remy. And Laila Ali said this, basically saying the same thing she did to Remy Ma, she did to me. She hit me up, wanted my advice, tried to act like she wanted to be my friend and was cool with me, then turned on me. That's the same thing Remy said she did to her. You was all in my DMs, seeking my advice. I'm trying to help you and everything. And then you went against me when opportunity presented itself and snaked me in the back. Watch what Laila Ali say. Watch this.
This right here is the consequence. Now, I have been busy working on other projects that required all of my time and focus, which is why I'm just now saying something. But honey, I have made the time to address this. So today, the bad guy ain't getting away.
See what I mean? She killing her with so, I'm talking about she just doing it in so much class and style. Look what I'm saying, like her hair is beautifully put together. She's showing like, you know, like, hold on, look. I am married. Like it's like she like killing her with her presence. She like, look, you trying to get married. I am married. I have my husband. You have a boyfriend that's married. She like, how you gonna speak against me and all my accomplishments when I'm living good? I ain't in need of nothing. And when Claressa Shields made the statement and said Ann Wolf would have knocked her out, I mean, when I'm hearing her speak, I'm just hearing hate. So I'm seeing what Laila Ali saying, because what would make you think that this lady would knock me out when I'm undefeated? What have I shown to show that she gonna knock me out? I never been beat before. I'm knocking out over 80% of all my opponents. What would make you think this woman, Ann Wolf, is gonna knock me out when I'm undefeated and never been knocked out before? Like, if that's not hate, what it is? What it is? Nobody never beat me, but she finna knock me out. Okay, watch this. Let me show y'all something. So, Ann Wolf boxing record, she had 26 fights, 1 loss, right? She have 16 knockouts, and she won 8 by decision. So think about that. And she got a 1 no contest. So she got 1 draw, 1 loss. She knocked out 16 people, and 8 of her wins was by decision. So, but she can knock out Laila Ali, who ain't never been knocked out before, who have no losses. But this woman have 1 loss, 1 draw, and won 8 fights by decision and knocked out 16 people. So what about the 10 people she didn't knock out? So Ann Wolf got 10 people that she fought that she didn't knock out, but she gonna knock out Laila Ali, who never been knocked out and undefeated, and who have knocked out. Nobody have a better knockout record than Laila Ali. And that's why Claressa Shields want to fight her so bad, because she know that Laila Ali record is better. Laila Ali have a better knockout percentage than her, and she's looked at as the pretty woman who really a face of boxing, who get a lot of sponsorship deals and things like that as a result of her beauty. And it's been hard for Claressa Shields to get sponsorship as a result of how she looked. Because branding mean a lot when companies. And Claressa Shields been on record talking about that. And that's why you can see how frustrated she was when just talking about Laila Ali, talking about with her pretty ass. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of, no disrespect, I'm just keeping it real, because I saw this before in my life a lot of times. A lot of ugly women despise beautiful women. And I'm going to keep it real. I also seen a lot of dark-skinned women racially profile against light-skinned women or the fair-skinned women. I've seen that many times. Just like a lot of fat women, I've seen very highly discriminate against slim women. I've seen that before. So it's a lot of different categories where I see a lot of strife and contention as a result of envy and jealousy. And I could tell Claressa Shields is jealous of Laila Ali for many things. Not only her boxing record, but the favor she get, Muhammad Ali being her father, how she's honored among so many, her grace, her beauty. So I see why she want to fight Laila Ali, even though this woman in her 40s and you know, in your 30s. So you figure you need to fight her or in some type of way, because her name is going to always be above yours when it comes to the majority of the boxing fans. So you need that, you know. So let's listen to some more of this.
Now let's hit rewind because we really need to see what's happened over the years, what got us here. Now I'm not about to do the whole he say, she say thing, so let me show you some receipts. I first met her in 2012 when she was invited on stage to stand next to me when I gave my father his Liberty Medal.
Here's another thing I want y'all to pay attention to, because these clips that she gonna be showing, I want to show y'all something. Pay attention to this. This is what Claressa Shields did when she reached out to Remy Ma. If you pay attention to Claressa, right? Look at all these pictures she gonna be putting up. You can see that there was nothing ladylike about her to some degree. Her swag was terrible. Her style was terrible. Her hair was terrible. Her clothes was terrible. And she was like, you know, the boxing champion. But this is why she reached out to Remy, and Remy showed the receipts, because she was loving Remy's style. She was like, "Ooh, girl, who is your stylist?" Remy say, "I'm my own stylist. I do my own stuff. I pick out my own clothes. I do all this myself." And then Remy said to her, "Do you need anything? You want me to help you with something?" Then Claressa was basically like, "Yeah, I need you to style me." Look at these pictures that Laila Ali gonna be showing. Look at all these Claressa Shields pictures. Her swag is terrible. Her hair is terrible. No makeup, none of this stuff. And then when she reached out to Remy to try to help her and do like that, Remy started styling her up. Watch this.
Say things, so let me show you some receipts. I first met her in 2012 when she was invited on stage to stand.
See that? Look.
Stand next to me when I gave my father his Liberty Medal. At some point, she reached out, started asking me for advice, wanted to know.
See, look at that. Her hair terrible.
Know if she should go to the Olympics the second time or go pro. She would also call me and let me know.
Look at that. Look at these pictures. Pay attention to all the pictures. Pay attention to how she dressed, how her hair is. I'm going to show y'all something what she reached out to Remy for.
Reached out, started asking me for advice, wanted some receipts. I first met her in 2012 when she was invited on stage to stand next to me when I gave my father his Liberty Medal. At some point, she reached out, started asking me for advice, wanted to know if she should go to the Olympics the second time or go pro. She would also call me and let me know when she was fighting. Now, at the time, I was one of the hosts of We Need to Talk, an all-female sports commentary show that still airs on CBS. I asked the producers if we could do a story on her. They agreed. So I got on a plane, flew to Colorado, and did a full sit-down interview with her. Now, this is just a shortened version.
Oh, my God. This picture is terrible, man. She looked like Joe Frazier. She looked like Buster Douglas on that picture, man. She looked like this dude in the hood, man, who she looked like this dude I used to grow up with in the hood named Rodney Payne.
Version of the 6-minute piece that aired on CBS in 2016.
Well, I'm going to fast forward that because I don't know. I know she's showing her love and stuff, so I'm just going to. You know what? I'm going to play it. I don't care. Hold on, wait. I'm going to play it. Forget it.
21-year-old Claressa Shields is as confident as her right hand is powerful. Soon, Claressa will be heading to Rio for the Olympics to try and do something that has never been done before. I sat down to talk with her about changing history and being a positive spark for her hometown. You should have heard the story by now. The one about a kid from Flint, Michigan, who has gone toe-to-toe with adversity and stands undefeated.
But I'll always go back to Flint.
You know what I mean? Her swag, terrible. Her hair, terrible. Clothes was terrible.
And help.
I know that when I was fighting, any of my struggles that I had to overcome or anything that I was upset about, whether it be something personal or something going on in the world.
See the difference? Look at Leila's style, grace, beauty, swag, clothes. Look at Claressa Shields.
I would use that anger, and take it into the...
Look at that. Terrible. Hair, terrible. Clothes, terrible. And the crazy thing about it is she knew she was getting ready to do an interview. So how are you being interviewed? Cameras and everything. You was told this way in advance, and this how you come to your own interview. Hair, frizzy, terrible. Look like you just snap something on. Clothes, terrible. No makeup, terrible.
ring with me and channel that energy into the ring. Have you ever done
See that? See the difference?
that?
I did that a lot. You know, I was going through stuff back at home, but I would have a boxing match and I would take out everything I was going through on the girl, and that kind of helped me because after I boxed, that was my ultimate high, and I felt like my life was perfect for at least 2 weeks. So
Clarissa's father.
See what I mean? So swag was just terrible. But as you can see, Laila Ali showing her plenty love, and she doing this out the kindness of her own heart. You know what I mean? Like, she literally putting her in position to win, making sure her story was being heard, her voice was being heard, and that she's bringing awareness to Claressa Shields to the point that she actually showing her love and supporting her, and rightfully so. She not in boxing no more. She don't care about boxing. She ain't trying to come back. She ain't caring about that. And she see a black girl on the come up and see potential in her, and she trying to get her as much attention and eyes on her as she can to support her as a black woman.
And they're inspired by people like Claressa. Now, as you can see, I was genuinely rooting for her. I gave her praise. I gave her a spotlight. When she asked for advice, I gave her valuable branding advice and boxing advice so she could have long-term success in and outside of the ring. I told her about the challenges that I faced fighting at 168, where there was limited competition, and I suggested that if she decided to turn pro, she should consider going down in weight somewhere around 148, where she would have more competitive challenges. I told her she should hire a nutritionist, trim off that excess body fat, and get into elite next level shape. I pointed her in the right direction, and I had high hopes for her. Whether she decided to turn pro or not, I felt like her future was bright if she played her cards right. But of course, at the time, I was not aware of her divisive, vindictive, and malicious nature.
See, this is the part I want y'all to pay attention to, because this is the part where her friend came out against her own, that y'all tried to get mad at me about this. Now you hear, not only did Remy do it, I know y'all didn't respect it from Remy because y'all like, well, forget Remy, she this and that. But now you're hearing it from another woman. You're hearing it from another woman who have a better report than Remy, I'm believing, with y'all, who y'all could at least respect. Because again, she's showing receipts and proof, even though Remy did it too at the same time. You know, but when I tried to show this to y'all, y'all got mad at me about it. Like, man, get out of here. What they paying you? You flipping sides? No, I'm just giving y'all the truth. I told y'all everybody was wrong in this situation. Remy, Papoose, Easy the Block Captain, and Claressa Shields, they all were wrong. When you look at all the evidence out here, everything that was being said, everything that they was doing, and you actually got it like we do, because we have to do this to cut. Well, let me say me. When I'm covering this for my supporters, man, I'm showing y'all the good and the bad in it all. Period. I showed you the good and bad in it as a whole, where they all did wrong at, and I'm giving receipts, right? And when I addressed the Claressa Shields and Papoose situation and what they did wrong, people didn't like that. But when I was showing where Easy and Remy went wrong, I was getting praise for it. You know what I mean? Y'all loved me for it. But then when it was time to show the other side, I don't want to hear that. I hate that. This and that. But now you hearing it from somebody else, exactly what I was saying. Everything I was saying as a result of the receipts that was out there that I ended up finding. Now look at what she says.
I was not aware of her divisive cards right. But of course, at the time, I was not aware of her divisive, vindictive, and malicious nature. And I know those are strong words, but they actually fit. This girl has created a pattern. It's been directed towards many people time and time again. Now, before we started our interview in Colorado, she said to me, "You're the name people say when it comes to women's boxing. You're the face they know. I want that to be me." Now, looking back after everything that's unfolded, it seems pretty calculated now.
That was very important to know. She was idolizing Laila Ali. She like, you the face that people know. You the one that people basically honor. I want that to be me. That's the same thing her friend was saying when, and her family members are saying, when she used to watch Love and Hip Hop. She was envious of Remy and Papoose relationship. She wanted to be Remy. She wanted to be Remy Ma. She wanted to be in the place of Remy Ma because she was infatuated with Papoose. She was going through a lot in her life. She looked at Papoose as being a Prince Charming, Knight in Shining Armor, seeing how he supported Remy in her corner, protective of her, loving her, and she desired that. She admired that. She needed that. So she was watching them ever since she was a teenager when they was headlining Love and Hip Hop. So she grew up watching Papoose and was obsessed with him. And that's why Remy made this statement right here. When Remy made this statement right here, Remy didn't understand what it was because she didn't know Claressa Shields like that. So when she made this statement and said this,
your whole life ahead of you. Why are you attaching yourself to this 47-year-old man that doesn't have anything going, has no career, no job, no income, except for the income that he's claiming off of your percentage because he's your manager? Got you out here talking, looking crazy.
Now, again, Remy was getting a lot of hate at that time. People didn't care about the truth she was saying. They didn't care because all they saw was you cheated on Papoose. He was in your corner. He's your husband. He's the father of your child. And rightfully so, they were right. So they didn't care about nothing she had to say, even though that was the truth. But it didn't matter because you were out of pocket and you shouldn't have did it in the first place to have y'all where y'all at right now. That's how people looked at it, and rightfully so. But even though she was telling the truth, look, every prostitute that say they've been raped don't mean they ain't been raped because they freely give their body out. Some prostitutes be raped. Sometimes a liar tells the truth. But in this case, nobody wanted to hear from what Remy was saying. Now, on top of that, notice what she said. You got your whole life ahead of you. You're 30 years old. Why are you attaching yourself to this 47-year-old man? Because Remy didn't know that she was infatuated with Papoose ever since she was a teenager watching them on Love and Hip Hop. She was envious of Remy, by which she wanted to be in Remy's place. And what she did was made it her business to reach out to Remy. And that's when Remy dropped the receipts. I'm going to show y'all this. But this is the same thing Laila Ali saying that she did to her because she wanted her spot also. Watch this.
Like she was waiting for the right moment, the right excuse to finally do what she'd already after everything that's unfolded. It seems pretty calculated now. Like she was waiting for the right moment, the right excuse to finally do what she'd already made up her mind to do. I mean, that's how it feels now.
Man, it's like, dude, Leila, do you watch Battle Truth? It's like, man, she said everything I said. Like she watched me and like, damn, she did that to me. She probably did because, you know, I was getting 20,000 views off covering and stuff. So I wouldn't doubt she probably was watching that. Every video I was dropping about it, 20,000, 20,000, 15,000, 10,000, 9,000, 20,000. So I wouldn't doubt she saw. But she said everything I was saying. That's why I'm so glad she came out and did this. Because that's exactly what I was saying. Like she literally put herself in position, befriended Remy. Then when opportunity presented itself, she took it and ran off with it.
Now looking back after everything that's unfolded, it seems pretty calculated now. Like she was waiting for the right moment, the right excuse to finally do what she'd already made up her mind to do. I mean, that's how it feels now. She told me.
Hold on, I need to show y'all something. Now, I went back to one of my old videos where I had to show where Remy dropped the receipts on Claressa Shields, showing how she befriended her in her DMs, asking her to style her up and things like that, needing her advice to, you know, step up her game and everything, you know, and how she set her up, just like we just saw Laila Ali say. Now, I'm going to let y'all listen, pay close attention to what I'm about to show y'all. Here's the receipts of Remy dropping on Claressa Shields when she found out she was having sex with Papoose after she had been her friend for like 3 years. Watch this. The solution will always be for every problem the Lord Jesus Christ. Trust me. And anybody that says not so, that's only because you don't know him to know. If you knew him, you would understand. Yes, he is the answer. Now, with that being said, let's get off into this. I'm finna play this. Listen at this, y'all.
Oh, I just want to do things in order, man. Do things in order. If anybody on here, if anybody on here been following when everybody learned about me and Pat from December.
So remember what she said. Her and Papoose been talking since December of 2024. 2024, her and Papoose been talking since December. About 6 months ago. Now let's listen to some more. Pay close attention to the details, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? I will start by saying that we were private for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And I really was enjoying our private relationship, and I enjoy our relationship now. You know? But I just find it so crazy that a lot of y'all owe me an apology. I know it's a couple haters on here, whatever, some fans too. But anybody that was on here, if you had, once my number got leaked by Remy Ma in December, if any of y'all text my phone, called my phone, you called me a side chick, y'all was calling me a home wrecker, just for her to come out today and tell y'all what I had already told y'all, that she had a boyfriend for 2-3 years, and y'all was coming at me, disrespecting me, wondering why I didn't respond. You damn right, I was promoting my movie and I was promoting my fight. I was not about to get into something that, what? Y'all asking me, oh, why you doing all this over this woman, husband, and all this bullshit? When I'm like, bro, we been together. We go to sleep on the phone all the time. We freaking talk on the phone all day. We be together in person. So for me to be getting called all these different names and the truth finally comes out, it's crazy. Now.
Okay, hold on. So remember what she just said. Her and Papoose been talking since December. And for those of y'all who've been calling her phone when Remy Ma leaked her number, calling her a home wrecker, and why you messing with this woman's husband? And Remy been on record saying she been messing around with Easy for 2 or 3 years ago. Here's the thing y'all don't get about the Remy Ma and Claressa Shields situation that nobody is talking about, that nobody is addressing, that actually is very vital to this whole fallout, by which they all doing some dirty, shiny stuff. And 2 wrongs don't make a right. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Remember, forget about what you think about Remy. We know how evil she is. We're going to put her to the side for a minute. I want to unlock some things to y'all. Claressa Shields was engaged. She was engaged to another man while at the same time dating Papoose. She was engaged to another man. She just finally decided to cut him off completely and chose Papoose over him to be a girlfriend when she was a fiance. She was a fiance about to get married while she was dealing with Papoose on the side. Same thing Remy Ma was doing to Papoose while was doing with Easy while messing around with Pat. The same thing Remy Ma was doing to Papoose when she was messing around with Easy the Block Captain. This is what Claressa Shields was doing too. She was engaged to get married to another man. Then she started talking to Papoose while being engaged to this man. See that? It gets a little deeper. You know why Remy's so mad at her? You know why Remy is so bitter at her, and why we tend to still ignore and don't care? Because Remy is just targeted as a result of her actually attacking her own family and marriage, that this go unnoticed? Let me show you why Remy was really mad and salty at her. I give y'all Exhibit A. This is Claressa Shields and Remy Ma. Exhibit A right here. Notice what the dates say. October 15th and September 3rd, 2022. Remy Ma and Claressa Shields was friends. Remember, Claressa Shields just started dating Papoose in December of 2024. Her and Remy Ma is friends at the least 2022. You see that? 2022. Watch this. Let's go a little deeper. Exhibit B. Hold on, wait, but let me read this. Let me show y'all. Look at the text. Look what it says. See how they kicking it? I love oxtails. Oh my God. Then Remy responded to her, yes, B. You know how the girl like, that's my B. You know how they be like, yeah, my B. I'm screaming in here. And congratulations, the greatest woman of all time. This was her friend. Claressa Shields was her friend. Claressa responds, thank you, Rem. They talk on the phone together, inboxing. 2022. She only been going with Papoose for 6 months. Exhibit B. Nah, I had to leave early Sunday. Mad, I missed you. Oh, I missed you. We were supposed to, kick it with each other and everything. Claressa Shields respond, damn. But happy New Year's, Remy. Remy showing her what she was watching, and then she like, what's that on? And Remy letting her know, hey, babes, I think Amazon Prime or BET Plus. See how they kicking it? The girlfriends chopping it up. Exhibit. No, and notice what it says up there. 2023. 2023. July 31st, 2023. Exhibit C. Claressa Shields complimenting Remy Ma on all her outfits and how she dressed and things. And Remy like, I dress myself. You need something? Claressa Shields said to her, oh, I want to wear some clothes the week of my fight that's memorable. Like where people can see that I got a body and I'm about my business. I know fashion, just don't have any idea what's in or what to wear. So she asking Remy Ma for fashion tips. Remy good. Hey, let's just keep it real. Remy, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Meg Stop, them girls can dress and they make it look good. I ain't gonna hate on them. I'm just gonna keep it 100. Right, but notice what Claressa Shields just showed. Like when Laila Ali was showing those pictures. Remember Laila Ali was showing her pictures. She didn't have no idea of style or nothing. Look what Claressa says, proving and telling on herself. She said to Remy, I just don't have any idea what's in style or what to wear. She don't know what's in style or what to wear. So she don't know nothing about fashion. Because she like a tomboy. She a boyish. So she don't know nothing about this woman stuff that's going on. So she reached out to Remy. Remy is showing her love. Remy like, you need something? Like, could I help you? I'm here to help you. Then Remy say, bet. I got some things for you. Hold on, man. That's what I mean by like, this the same thing Laila Ali was saying. Watch this. But what Remy don't know is Claressa Shields is infatuated with you. She jealous of you because she wants to be with Papoose, her childhood love. That's why you say, this man's 17 years older than you. Why you want to be with him? Because she grew up watching him on TV when Love and Hip Hop was popular and y'all was headlining. She wanted to be in your place and she wanted Papoose to be her man, especially when she was going through the hardships of being taunted, called ugly, you know what I mean, being bullied, and then she started bullying people when she learned how to fight. Telling y'all this stuff is real. Then Rem hit her up. Bet, I got you. I'll put a few things together. How are you with heels? See what I mean? Look at what's going on here. Claressa respond, heels after the fight are fine. Before the fight, I like flats. Rem say, I do sneakers with girly stuff a lot. So she giving her fashion tips on how to work it, how to bring it out, how to let people see that you working with something. So she leaning on Remy for that. I give you Exhibit D. This Remy showing her different styles of what she do. Do you like this? She like, okay, I'm going to find whatever I got on my phone with some flats or some sneakers and send them to you and just heart what you like. I'll also put together some mood bras for you. They don't ready for the sexy GOAT, greatest woman of all time. So she actually her friend, man. Y'all starting to get it? She actually her friend. So she felt some type of way now when she find out that you now messing with my husband, regardless if I messed around and I did anything, that's my husband. You all talking to me, acting like you my girlfriend, and you doing that shifty snake stuff to me, like on Friday.
Look at her. And she ought to be ashamed of herself coming out looking like that. Hey, girl.
Hey, how you doing?
Fine. I'm on my way to work.
Well, call me when you get home.
Okay.
She said to me, you're the name people say when it comes to women's boxing. You're the face they know. I want that to be me. Now, looking back after everything that's unfolded, it seems pretty calculated now. Like she was waiting for the right moment, the right excuse to finally do what she'd already made up her mind to do. I mean, that's how it feels now.
That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. You know? And this is exactly what I was trying to say, man. You know, this is exactly what I was trying to say. And Laila Ali is literally laying it down, showing it, literally play for play. But again, maybe it could be accepted from her since she's more respected and more honorable in the eyes of women. Because I know it was rejected by Remy as a result of her adultery and actually tearing down her own house. So what Layla's saying, this is the same thing Remy was saying first. But, you know, it is what it is.
And she's been on a mission to ruin my reputation ever since, simply because she heard me make a comment that was not about her and she took it personal. Fast forward to 2018, I was promoting my cookbook, Food for Life, and went on The Breakfast Club, a national show with millions of listeners. I did a 36-minute interview, and when the topic of boxing came up, I actually mentioned her and made positive comments. Then much later into the interview, I was asked about the possibility of a comeback.
Would you ever get back in the ring just for fun?
You still train?
I stay training.
Got you.
Yeah, I got a little baby six-pack right now.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I have a heavy bag hanging in my, I just turned 40.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
No.
Amazing. I know. I just turned 40. I can't believe it either. And because I think of my healthy lifestyle, the fact that I train all the time, I can pretty much do anything I wanted to. Well, I don't think there's anyone there for me right now that would actually give me a good challenge.
How did you and your husband argue? Because he can't, usually you can say something slick, but with you can't say that slickness.
You was on the Food Network's Chopped.
Yes.
And you won.
I did a couple times.
So what brings you more joy, winning in the ring or winning in the kitchen?
I just like to win, period. Definitely boxing is my first love, and, cooking is something that I'm super passionate about.
Gotcha.
It'll be a part of my life forever. I'm not somebody who sits back and complains about things. I think everything happens in due time. You got Claressa Shields now, who's an Olympic champion. She's a young black girl, came out of Flint, Michigan, lived a hard life, went through a lot. She went to the Olympics, won twice. Women's boxing wasn't in the Olympics when I fought. She actually fights at the weight class I fought in. and she's doing great. Women's boxing is getting some good attention. Now remember, at the time, we were on good terms. She was reaching out to me and referring to me as Big Sis.
See what I mean? Same thing with Remy. Same thing with Remy. I'm trying to tell y'all, she was doing the same thing to Remy. Facts.
But this was her response.
I watched the Breakfast Club video with Laila Ali. You know, I have so much respect for her, you know, and I like her. I actually call her my big sis, but it was so many shots thrown. Like, if y'all really paid attention, you know, her saying, oh, there's not nobody good enough at 168, my weight class, that could give her a challenge when I'm the #1 in my weight class. And, you know, I'm just like, you know, nah. And, you know, I just feel like, you know, she gave props where it's due, but, you know, she also spoke on how, you know, what I'm doing for women's boxing is great, but it's not great enough for her. When it's like, we got two different goals and sets in life. You know, me winning 2 Olympic gold medals is just the beginning. You know, even when she was boxing, she never fought on Showtime, HBO. I fought the main event on Showtime. I don't know how many times now. You know, fastest woman to win a world title. I did it in 4 fights. You know, and yeah, you can say, oh, the competition isn't there, and this girl wasn't that. But like I did it up in 4 fights, and so the girl that Laila Ali fought wasn't, you know, that great either. I mean, like, I'm the best female boxer that I've ever seen, and you know, if Laila Ali wants to come back, we can rumble, we can go. You know, this is not like, oh, I'm gonna step away. Like I respect her and everything, but you know, you're not gonna come back and beat me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this can happen. You know, I just don't like the disrespect. And it's my last video too about this. You know, I never used her name to try to be like, you know, try to call her out of retirement. It's basically like she talking about she come out of retirement, she just gonna beat me if she decided to.
Now, of course, I didn't respond to this, but I noted it. For someone who hardly had any experience as a professional boxer and who was supposedly looking up to me, for her to think that I would even call her name in a conversation about me fighting or making a comeback was silly to me. Especially since I had literally told her that I retired from boxing because I didn't feel inspired or challenged anymore by the level of competition that was available to me. We had that.
So according to Leila, everything she said on the Breakfast Club, her and Claressa had that talk already behind the scenes of why she would never come back to boxing, and how she don't feel the level of competition is, you know, worth her coming back to actually, you know, take from her family, her husband, and she don't see the need of it. She don't have no need for money. She living comfortably. She's enjoying family life. So no, she don't want to come back to boxing like she got something to prove. She just gonna let y'all do y'all thing. Now, she told that to you behind the scene. Why are you offended at her saying it to Charlemagne, and when you know she said that to you already? So it wasn't a knock against you. It was just something that she basically saying. I don't feel that me coming out of retirement to take from my husband and my family now to prove something in boxing, for what? I don't think the level of competition that's out here is worth me leaving my family to do that, taking from my family, afflicting my body over for. Why would you be offended in that? And then it's crazy when she only, see, you can always tell when somebody don't like you, right? Because you could say something that all they had to do was just make the call, and it could have been easily cleared up, especially since you call her big sis and talk to her anyway. But you go straight to the internet and you just do a whole rant, even though she's like, look, she never mentioned your name, never said, she just like, I don't think the level of competition is good for me to come back, you know, and good enough for me to come back, when she already told it to you behind the scene. But you take it upon yourself to bring attention to yourself, to attach her name with you and go on this long rant, really showing how you really feel about her. See, it's things like that that actually show it. And, you know, I get it. There's a lot of like, I get it. She say this other statement too that was just real crazy to me. She made another statement that was just real crazy to me. Look at what Claressa Shields said right here.
Muhammad Ali. I think it's Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, me. That's it.
She said the greatest boxers of all time is Muhammad Ali, then Floyd Mayweather, then her. You have 17 fights. You only have 17 fights. How do you believe you the greatest fighter in the world with only 17 fights and 3 knockouts of the 17? That is, listen, 17-0 in boxing is not considered really good in males boxing. In males boxing, 17-0 still put you at the amateurs. But notice, in women boxing, you can be 17-0 and a world's champion, undisputed, 6 belts with just 17 fights, 6 belts. No, that don't happen in male boxing. Okay? That don't happen in male boxing. You tripping, Claressa, man. But yeah, Laila Ali did her thing, man. This video almost an hour long. I'm finna end this, man. It's a lot in this. Laila Ali came with some receipts, boy. She did her thing. So if y'all ain't see this, y'all need to check this out because she dropped receipts and she killed her. Something crazy.